Hello everyone, welcome to our channel and today's video's topic is why so many relationships fail. Like it is the same person you were once dying to talk and now it's gone. Boom.
What happened? Well, I think one of the main causes of this is people become complacent in relationships
Mhm.
and people stop taking an active role in their
Right.
own relationship and just assume things are going to continue smoothly. But if you think back to the early stages of a relationship, there is typically lots of excitement, anticipation. So many things are new. You don't know what's going to happen, and there's usually very active participation
Yeah,
from both people.
like I remember when we started talking, I used to be very excited with your any text.
Are you still excited with every
No,
text?
no, I'm just saying I remember like that excitement, like you're very excited. And I feel it's more like you start taking things for granted.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize that how lucky you were to find that person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just go back that time when you found that person and how excited and happy you were, and like you said, all the active communication, you want to talk to that person on text, on call, and make
Mm-hmm.
some plans. And now you got that person, and it's like stock market go down,
Just
went down.
crashed.
So one, I guess the main reason would be people don't value that much. They start taking things for granted, and they don't make nearly that much efforts or appreciate their partner.
That's a key word there. Appreciation and
Hmm.
gratitude that you have for your person. Over time, you might get comfortable, like I
Yeah.
had said earlier, complacent in the relationship. There might be lack of excitement,
Hmm.
but you can always be in control where your mind is, where your attention is. And so earlier in the relationship, maybe you were more focused on the positive things,
Right.
um, eager to learn more about your partner. But
Hmm.
in reality, every day we are growing as
Yeah.
people, we are changing. So there's always something new to learn about your partner.
Right. Or it's maybe once that honeymoon period is over, they're like, oh no, this is real life. I found the person and now I gotta spend the real life. You have to go through different challenges, ups and downs. I think that is another factor. They are not fully prepared to take on those responsibilities of life.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, I didn't expect that, or I didn't want that.
Mm-hmm. It's also possible that when people initially got into the relationship with each other, they weren't really interested in who the person actually is.
Hmm.
They might have had a perception of the person or an idea of who that person could potentially be in the future,
Right.
without fully accepting the person as they were.
Yep.
And this becomes apparent as, like you said, challenges arise,
Yep.
responsibility comes in, the daily aspects of life.
Hmm.
And while maybe that person was exciting for you before, when you see how they deal with daily life,
Right.
maybe you find yourself, not liking how that person is responding or dealing with these things in
Yeah,
life.
maybe you really liked their happy part, and now maybe you see them little angry or
Or
frustrated and
sad.
or sad, and that's why I don't want to deal with that. But that's what is life is, dealing with both ups and downs, like both kind of moods.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's happy, somebody's sad or angry or frustrated. These are all emotions, and we all go through these kind of emotions. But I think that is a good point. They just see more like bright side while dating, and when the real life starts, really living together, then you have to go through everything.
Mm-hmm. Another cause, I think there is some confusion about what love really means,
Hmm.
especially here in Western cultures. I think many people have the perception that love is a feeling, it's this excitement, it's butterflies.
Dopamine.
Yeah, people are confusing love for dopamine, maybe
Hmm.
for lust, maybe for
Right.
attachment. But genuine love, there's no conditions
There is no expiration
involved.
date of genuine love,
Yes,
right?
that's beautifully put. And love creates expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Love is full acceptance
Mm-hmm.
of the person, acceptance of yourself, acceptance of the other person. The focus is on how you can give and support that person,
Right.
not necessarily focusing on what can I get, what can I receive. And then oftentimes I see relationships here in the West when people are no longer receiving what they want or expecting from that person, or they're not getting the same feelings,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to run or flee or move on to another relationship. But you will end up in a relationship with someone similar.
Right.
It'll be like you're with the same person but in a different body.
Yeah.
If you are running away and just expecting to find that feeling.
Just receiving and not like having the spirit to give more, which I think that is the big part of success of a relationship, that you focus more on giving, and that is what love is, that you love to give to that person that you claim to love.
Not selfish love, which
Yeah.
I wouldn't call really love, but
And like you said, and accepting the person as they are, and that does not mean you don't evolve. We evolve all the time, we learn, but that learning shouldn't be forced. When you love somebody, you support each other, and then you grow and evolve, but not like you are literally pushing and changing their habits, forcing things on them. And last factor I would say is not respecting the differences.
That's a big one.
Every single person is unique in their own way. We can share a lot of harmony and values and goals with the person who is created for us, but still, like, they are not like our twins. They will be
They're
still
not a clone.
they're not our clones, so there will be differences, and differences are beautiful. They help us actually to learn different perspectives. And why differences come? Because of our different backgrounds and circumstances, and even astrology, plays a role.
So if you're finding you're having challenges in your relationship and you don't want it to be a failed relationship, something simple that you can do is shift your energy, your attention to gratitude and appreciation. Because wherever attention goes, energy flows.
Right.
So if you are struggling in your relationship and finding that either you or your partner are just constantly nagging or saying negative things, as you constantly nag or criticize or want your partner to change, that's going to create more of what you're focusing on, which is not what you want.
Right.
Yes, this doesn't mean that you avoid discussing or communicating with your partner. That's a different thing. You need to communicate and express. But if you can shift your focus more to what you appreciate about your partner, what you're grateful for in your partner, these things will grow in your relationship. And that is what love is. Love is this acceptance, this gratitude, this appreciation.